Hello, and welcome to this full body workout on the chair. It's great if you can be using a chair that's good and sturdy with a firm seat, no arms, and a strong back. And we're going to be starting sitting up near the front of your chair so you can really feel that you're sitting right up onto your sitting bones. If you can grow tall through the spine, imagine that you have a string pulling you up from the crown of the head and that the body is relaxing down from the string. And if you can begin bringing your hands onto the belly and let your eyes just gently close. We'll begin by bringing our awareness to the breath. If you can breathe in slowly and deeply through the nose, and breathing out can be either through the nose or the mouth. It's your choice. And breathing in slowly and deeply through the nose, and breathing out slowly. And just keep this slow, deep rhythm. And we'll go into belly breath. And so as you breathe in, let the belly expand into your hands. Let the belly relax and fill up with air. And as you breathe out, draw the belly in as though slowly squeezing out your air, drawing your navel towards your spine. And again, breathing in, letting the belly relax, letting the hips relax, filling up with air. And breathing out, slowly drawing the belly in, squeezing out your air, drawing your navel towards your spine. And again, breathing in, letting the belly fill up, and exhaling, slowly squeezing the navel towards the spine, just beginning to wake up our core. One more breath, breathing in, letting the belly expand, and exhaling, drawing the navel towards the spine, squeezing out your air, and then we're going to keep the navel drawn in and bring the hands up to the bottom ribs. If you can, wrap your thumbs around the sides of the ribs if that's comfortable. And as we're breathing in now, instead of letting the belly expand, we're going to hold it drawn in, and we're going to breathe into the sides of the ribs, feeling them widen out to the sides like an accordion expanding. And as you breathe out, the ribs are slowly squeezing to a close as though the accordion is closing, and you're going to reinforce pressing your navel back towards your spine. And again, breathing in, widening the ribs, opening an accordion, and breathing out, squeezing the ribs to close and drawing the navel towards the spine and just growing a little bit taller. Okay, a few more breaths, breathing in, widening the ribs open, and breathing out, squeezing the ribs to close, navel towards the spine, spine tall. And one more breath. Okay, we're trying to avoid breathing shallowly up into the neck and shoulders. We want to breathe down low into the bottom of the ribs, into the bottom of the lungs, and then slowly squeezing it out. Okay, and we're going to keep this rib breath, this accordion breath throughout our workout. Okay, and then staying where you are, I'm just going to turn to the corner here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier, but you can stay where you are. We're going to start off with the palms up, elbows bent. And as you breathe in, pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, belly drawn in, chest lifted, neck long. And then breathing out as you round your spine, drawing your navel in, curving back, arms coming forward like you're hugging a tree, shoulders are down. And again, breathing in. Elbows pull back, palms up, lifting the belly, lifting the chest, exhaling, rounding the spine, squeezing out all your air and hugging a big tree. And again, breathing in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the belly, keep the neck long, and exhaling, squeezing out all your air, drawing your navel towards your spine, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Breathing in, pulling the navel in towards the spine as you lift the chest, and breathing out, squeezing out all your air, shoulders relaxed. And we're going to add on, breathing in, lifting the belly, lifting the chest, lifting the arms. Exhaling, circling the arms around, rounding back and floating one foot off of the floor. And other side, breathing in, lifting the belly, lifting the chest, lifting the arms. Exhaling, squeezing out all your air, other leg floats off, arms are still hugging the tree. Breathing in, lifting the belly, lifting the chest, exhaling, squeezing out all your air, drawing the navel in. It's like the belly is pulling the leg up into the air. Breathing in, Exhaling, the abdominals draw in, that pulls the leg up. And we'll do one more to each side. Breathing in, lifting the belly, lifting the chest. Exhaling, squeezing out all your air, floating the leg up. And last one, breathing in and breathing out, rounding back and then pausing here. We're going to keep the leg up, twist towards the leg that you're lifting, so the arms are on the outside of the leg. And on little exhales, we're going to switch from side to side, breathing out and out and out and out. And continue. Navel is drawn in. Shoulders are down. And again, you want to feel like the belly pulling in on that deep exhale is bringing the leg up. And for 4, 3, 2, 1, and land and sit up tall. Okay, still sitting near the front of your chair. We're going to practice coming up. And so if you can hold on to the sides of your chair to start, we're going to exhale as you pull the belly in and tuck both legs up. Inhale, land the feet shoulder width apart, bring the arms forward. And then exhale as you press yourself up and rise up onto your toes. And then inhale, come back down to sitting firmly in the chair. Take the chair, exhale, tuck the legs up. Inhale, land shoulder width apart, arms forward. And then like you're pushing through water with your arms, rise up onto your toes. And then inhaling, coming down to sit. If you can, keep the arms forward. If you need to hold the chair, you can. Otherwise, arms forward. Tucking the legs up. Inhaling, land, chest forward. Exhaling, pressing up, rising up onto your toes. And inhaling, coming back down to sit for one more. Exhale, tuck. Inhaling, landing the feet, lifting the chest like there's a string on the chest, pushing through water, spreading out your toes, and then inhaling to sit. Okay, so now we're going to take this further if you can. We're going to be standing on the right foot, left leg is out straight with the heel on the floor, and we're going to be coming up onto one leg. You want to have ankle, knee, and hip stability, trying to keep our hips level. And so starting off with the arms forward, we're going to exhale as you press yourself up and step onto that left foot and then reverse. Step back onto your right foot, come down to sitting into your chair, chest is lifted, and switch legs. So right heel is forward, inhale, prepare. Exhale, push through water, push into your left foot, your left leg. Inhaling, coming back down to sit, and then inhaling to switch feet. Exhaling, pressing forward and pushing through. Inhaling, coming back down to sit. Okay, we're strengthening our thighs and our glutes. Okay, exhaling, pressing up, stepping through. Inhaling, coming back down with stability and switching. And so now you can keep that heel on the floor. If you want to take this further, you're bringing your foot into the air. Okay, so you decide. Exhaling, pushing up and stepping forward, and then inhaling, stepping back onto your right foot, sitting down firmly into your chair and switch. Exhaling, pressing yourself up, stepping through, inhaling, going back and sitting down. And we'll do one more to each side. Exhaling, pushing through, stepping forward, inhaling, coming back and down. And last one, we're just going to come up. Exhaling, pressing through and stepping forward. Okay, and relax. Okay, then if you can take your chair and bring it along your mat so that we can bring our hands onto the seat and walk back. Now, I want you to have your hands shoulder width apart, so I actually have to wrap my hands around the sides of the chair, so just make sure you have room for that. You want to walk yourself back so that you can really lengthen through your spine and your shoulders and just gently have a feeling of sinking your chest towards the floor. And then we're going to bend one knee at a time. Inhaling as one knee bends, exhaling as the other knee bends, keeping your heels flat on the floor. So we're letting our hips tilt. Okay, just giving our legs a stretch. Inhaling for one, exhaling for one. Okay, you want to have your shoulder blades gently pulling apart. Okay, and if you can really firmly hold your seat with your hands and squeeze the muscles on the outsides of your arms so your triceps are really solid. Okay, and then evening off your sides, come into center, breathing in to prepare. We're going to exhale as you round your spine like an angry cat, start to shift forward. Let your heels lift. Keep your belly drawn in as you come forward, letting the hips lower and the chest gently lift. Breathing in here, strongly pushing down with your hands. And reverse. Exhale, curl your chin, round your spine, hollow out, navel is pulled in. Inhaling back. And again, exhaling, rounding your spine, hollowing out, letting your heels lift. Keep your head down all the way through, and then letting the head unfold at the very end, breathing in here. Navel is still pulled in. Exhaling as you round your spine, hollowing out. Navel strongly drawn in, breathing in. One more. Exhaling, rounding your spine, hollowing out, keeping the head curled in so you can really see your navel is pulled in. You're controlling your hips. You unfold the head at the end, breathing in here and breathing out as you curl your chin in, round through your spine, hollowing out and breathing in at the back. Okay, and then staying here, reach your right leg back, bend the knee, and turn the hips open, but try to keep your shoulders even. Okay, so we're twisting our hips, navel is drawn in, deep inhale, exhaling, coming forward, tuck your knee towards your chest. And again, inhale, reaching back, open the hips, arms are straight and strong, exhaling, coming forward, knee to chest. And two more. Inhaling, reaching back, opening the hips, keeping the shoulders level, and exhaling, coming forward. Squeeze your navel in. Inhale, reach back. Keep the navel in as you're opening up through the hip. And exhale, knee to chest. Reach back, open the hip, and hold. Okay, holding here. We're going to stay and breathe, trying to maintain your balance. And if you can, we're going to bring our left hand to the floor. You can be on your fingertips, or you can have the hand flat, and your standing leg can bend if you need to. Have both arms straight, staying here, keeping your navel drawn in, and just working your balance. Really press your left hand and foot into the floor, and just working towards maybe bringing the right hand off of the chair. You don't rush that process. That's really challenging. One more breath. And then landing your hand and your foot down. Good. And then we'll go to the other side. Okay, so reaching your left leg back, bending the knee, opening the hip. So twisting through the hips and the low back, but we're trying to keep the shoulders level. Okay, breathing in here, navel is drawn in. Exhaling, coming forward, tuck the knee to the chest. And inhaling, going back, opening the hips, arms are straight and strong. Exhaling, squeeze the navel towards the spine. And for two more, inhaling, reaching back and opening. Exhaling, coming forward. Squeeze the belly in. Inhaling, reaching back, shoulders really stable. Exhaling, squeezing the navel in. Reach back and hold. Okay, staying here, breathing, working your balance. And if you can, bringing your right hand down to the floor, onto the fingertips, the palm, and if you need to, bending your standing leg. Stay here. Press your right hand and foot into the floor. And maybe one day you're able to bring your left hand off. Okay, no rush. That takes lots of focus. One more breath here. And then land everything gently down. And walk forward, curl yourself up. And then if you can turn your chair sideways, and we're going to do a lunge series. And so if you can do this as I am, I'm going to have my right hand onto the chair, and I'm standing really close to the front of the chair, and the left foot is forward onto it. You want to have all 10 toes, your hips pointing straight ahead, your spine long. If you can imagine, you have a book balanced on your head. The navel is really drawn in, and we're using the chair for as much support as you need. As you breathe in, we're going to step back and aiming to bend both knees at 90-degree angles. Okay, just coming as close to that as you comfortably can for your knees. Exhaling, stepping forward onto the chair. And that's our move. Inhaling, stepping back. Exhaling, stepping forward. And continue. And so you can use the chair for as much support as you need. But if you want to, you can always do this with both hands onto your hips. Okay, so that's totally up to you. Okay, I want you to keep your imaginary book balanced on your head and keeping the navel drawn in with the tailbone pointing towards the floor. So our spine is really tall. It's almost like we're in a plank position. Okay, and one more time. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Step back and hold. Okay, from here, we're going to straighten the back leg and make a long diagonal line from the crown of the head to the back heel. Your hand is on the top of the chair. It can be on the seat of the chair, or you can have your hands behind your back. We keep the front leg bent and we exhale as we tuck in and out and in and out. And just continue here, letting your hands rest wherever you need. Okay, our standing leg is staying bent and we're staying stable through the ankle, the knee, keeping our hips level, holding our abdominals in for 3 and 2, finishing this last one in. Come up to stand, step your left foot onto the chair for our last move here. And so we're going to breathe in as we bend our knee just to where you can, keeping the heel on the floor and keeping the spine really vertical. So we're not going to lean forward. And then stretch the leg and exhale as you lift both heels without leaning forward. So we have all of our weight on our standing leg and lower. Inhaling to bend and stretch. Exhaling to lift and lower and continue. Breathing in and stretch and out. And again, you're using the chair as much or as a little as you need. Okay? Now we want to really stretch the knee smoothly. We never snap the knee. So we're using our muscles and not snapping through our joints. And we want to keep the ankles hugging in towards each other. Okay, so we're not rolling onto the pinky toe side of the foot. We're trying to keep most of our weight on the first and second ball of the foot, the metatarsal. One more, bending both knees, inhaling, and lifting both heels, exhaling. Good. Okay, and then land your foot down. Before we go to the other side, we're going to turn the chair so that you can hold the seat, come back into your long extended spine that we had earlier. And we're going to do kind of a variation on a push-up that should be accessible for everyone. So again, you want to have your shoulders wide apart and starting off with your arms straight, your spine extended, and the abdominals really drawn in. Breathe and prepare. As you exhale, we're going to come forward, bending our elbows in tight to our sides, then pressing your arms straight and inhaling as you reach your hips back. So it's kind of like a triangle. Okay, exhaling, we bend our elbows in tight to our sides. The shoulders are down. Press your arms straight and inhaling, reaching back. So you can make this really deep if you want. You can really bend your elbows in low and press up and back, or you can keep it quite shallow, just bending your elbows a little bit. Okay, prioritize having good form over how deep you're going. Okay, and we'll do 2 more. Keep the abdominals lifted to help keep your hips a little bit lifted. I don't want the hips to drop. Okay, you're keeping them lifted so your back is always supported and you're keeping your core strong. Exhale forward, press up, and inhaling back. Okay, great. Then walk forward, curl up to standing, and then we'll do the lunges to the other side. I'm going to move my chair over here. And so, right, if you can have the top of the chair is going to be for your left hand. Right foot is up onto the chair. And you want to be really close to the chair to start so that you have the support of the back. Okay, and so starting off, getting tall through your spine, reaching up through the crown of your head, navel in, and we're inhaling as you're stepping back, quite big. So we're aiming for a 90-degree angle. That front heel is staying flat. Exhaling, pushing forward. You might lean forward here a bit. That's fine. Inhaling back Exhaling forward. And just continue using the chair as much as you need or as little as you need. It's your choice. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Hey, just feel the crown of the head reaching up, the belly in, and the standing leg. That's always the priority. Feeling stable through the ankle, the knee, the hips staying level. And we'll do 2 more. Inhaling back, exhaling forward, and inhaling back and stay. Okay, staying here. Straighten your back leg. Make a long diagonal line from the crown of your head down to your back heel, using the top, the seat, or hands behind your back, abdominals drawn in, and we're tucking our back leg in and out and in, and we're keeping our standing leg bent, working the stability through ankle, knee, and hip. Okay, the spine is staying long. And for 4 and 3 and last 2, and finishing this last one in, press yourself up to stand, put your foot up onto the chair for our last thing. And so feeling your spine, staying still, keeping your book on there. We inhale as you bend your standing leg, press it up to straight smoothly, exhaling, lifting both heels and lower without leaning forward. Inhaling to bend and stretch, exhaling to lift and lower. And just continue. When the knee bend is very small, but I want you to feel that you're getting a stretch through your calf. Okay, so going down to the depth that you can, keeping the heel on the floor, keeping the spine long. Okay, again, we're spreading out the toes and keeping the ankles in towards each other. Okay, so the weight is towards your first and second toe. And for 2 more, breathing in, lengthening up, always feeling really tall posture with shoulders relaxed for your last one. And relax. And then bringing that foot down. We're going to go into a turnout position facing your top of your chair, having your hands onto it. And we're going to be in a wide turned out position. So your legs are wider than shoulder width. And I want you to have your feet turned out at about 45 degrees, the knees wide open. So you want to be able to see your big toe inside of the knee. Okay, so don't turn the feet excessively out, just keep it to 45. Focus on the knees opening and keeping the spine really vertical, like you're going straight up and down a wall and not leaning forward or back. Okay, so coming into position, and this has 4 steps. We inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, lift both heels. Inhale, rising up onto the toes. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, bending both knees open, seeing your big toes. Exhaling, lifting your heels, staying low. Inhale, stretch your legs, pulling up without snapping the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bend, going straight down a wall. Exhale, lift your heels. Inhale, pulling up the deep muscles of your kneecap and lowering. And 2 more. Inhaling, bend again, using the chair as much or as little as you need. You can have just your fingertips on, or you can even let your arms come down if you want to challenge. Inhale, bend, opening the knees. Exhaling, lifting the heels. Inhaling, rising up and lower. And then we'll reverse. Exhale, rise up onto your toes, pulling up the kneecaps. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, lower the heels. See if you can sink a little deeper here. Inhaling, stretch the legs. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, lower the heels, seeing if you can sink a little deeper. Inhaling, stretch. Exhale, rising up. Again, spine is vertical. Inhale, bend, navel drawn in. Exhale, lower the heels, sink deeper. Inhale, stretch. For 1 more time. Exhale, rise. Inhale, bend and open. Exhale, lower the heels, sink deeper, and stretch. Okay, and now we're going to be shifting from side to side, working on our balance. I want you to keep your hip bones really level so that you can be stable. So we're trying to move our legs like we're a marionette. Okay, we're going to inhale for 2 pulses. Inhale for 1, 2, and then we're pushing over to the right and lifting the left leg up, keeping the hip bones level. And so this left leg can be at whichever height, it doesn't matter. Okay, inhaling for 1, 2, and exhaling, pushing. And my hand is just naturally coming off of the chair because I'm moving to the side. Inhaling for 1, 2, opening the knees, exhale, pushing onto one leg. Inhaling for 1, 2, exhale, push. And continue breathing in and really engaging your core on that exhale to feel your balance. Inhaling for 2, exhaling, push. One more to each side, breathing in and push, and breathing in for 2 and push. Okay, now adding on, we're going to inhale for 2 pulses, and now we're going to exhale and push, turning the body so you're facing out past the corner of your chair, kind of facing on the diagonal. The inner thighs are together, hips and shoulders are all facing the same direction. Open to the front, to the chair, breathing in for 2, exhaling, turning to the corner. Okay, inhaling, opening to the chair, opening the knees, and then closing the inner thighs. Inhaling for 1, 2, exhaling, closing the inner thighs. Good, breathing in, always turning the whole body as a unit, opening the hips and the chest and closing. Inhaling, opening and closing. Good, one more. Okay, spine staying long and closing. And relax down, stretch the legs, turn the chair around, and we're going to put this into a bigger practice, what we just did. Starting off in our wide position, tailbone down, belly in, we're going to exhale as we bring our inner thighs together like we just did. Our leg is going to circle up over the chair and land wide. Okay, exhaling, inner thighs together, apart, and inhale, land. Exhaling, circling over the chair, and inhaling, land. Exhale, and inhale. Okay, using your core to engage your balance. Inhaling, land. Exhale, inhale, land. Again, we're turning the whole body to the diagonal, open, inhale, land. Exhale, inhale, land. And we'll try for 4 more. So we're trying to work like a marionette. We're keeping our pelvis really level and still, as best we can, as we circle the leg in the hip socket and land. And last one. And land. Good. Stretch the legs, come back up. We're going to bring our chair right onto our mat for our last set of exercises. We're going to come down to line and bring your heels onto the chair. If it feels more comfortable for you to have the arches of the feet on the edge of the chair, that's fine too. Okay, I'm going to show the heels. You want to have the spine really lengthened out. Make sure your neck and shoulders feel comfortable. Your legs are approximately at 90 degrees. And we're going to be doing some shoulder bridges. This is really working the hamstrings and the glutes. But I want you to focus on your abdominals to really support the hamstrings and the glutes as they work out. Okay? As we're doing this, if you can try to keep your eyes straight up to the ceiling and not turn your head to see me, just so that you're not putting strain on your neck. Okay, so we're going to breathe in to prepare. And as you breathe out, tilt the pelvis, draw the low belly in. You're squeezing your ribs together, closing your accordion, and rolling up one vertebra at a time to a maximum of on your shoulder blades so you're not pushing up onto your neck. Okay, breathing in here, exhaling, lowering your chest first, squeezing your ribs, drawing your navel towards your spine, curling down, and inhaling, relax. Okay, so I'm sure you can feel your hamstrings working, but let's try and focus on the core. Okay, exhaling, squeezing your ribs to close like an accordion, navel to spine, peeling up, spreading out your shoulders. Hold, breathe in. Exhaling, lowering your chest, squeezing your ribs in, drawing your navel towards your spine. Breathing in at the bottom. 2 more. Exhaling, squeezing the ribs, drawing the navel in towards the spine, peeling up. Good. Hold, breathe in at the top, lengthening your tailbone past your knees. Exhaling, peeling down, relaxing your chest, your ribs, your navel in. Good. Inhaling, relax completely. And last one, breathing out, squeezing the ribs, the navel is in, peeling yourself up. Try not to clench the glutes. Okay, they're working, but let's try not to clench them. We're going to hold, breathe in, and then exhale as you stretch one leg off of the chair. Inhaling, land. We'll try side to side. Exhaling, this is our last set of really strong exercises. So just using your last bits of energy here. Exhale, inhaling, land. Exhale, inhaling, land. Let's try for 4 more. Use your breath out to engage your abdominals. Draw your navel towards your spine. So your core is supporting the legs. 1 more of each. Breathing out, inhaling, land. And last one. Breathing out, inhaling, land. And breathing out as you peel down 1 vertebra at a time. And once you're down, just hug your legs in towards your chest, rock side to side. Okay, very good. I'm sure you felt that through the back of the legs. Very good, very strengthening. Okay, we're just going to stretch them out. So if you can bring your right leg up, left leg down. Try to keep your hips level like you're standing, and we're going to hold on behind the thigh or onto your calf, depending on your flexibility. And as you breathe in, you're bending your knee in and flexing your foot. And then exhaling as you stretch the leg, point your toes, and you're trying to squeeze the muscles on the front of your thigh to stretch the muscles in the back of your thigh. Okay? Inhaling, bending the knee, flexing the foot, really folding in the hip like you're a marionette. Exhaling, stretch the leg and point the toes. And again, breathing in, bending the knee, and just seeing that your knee and your foot are going on the same angle. Exhaling, stretch and point. And 1 more time. Breathing in. Sometimes the foot turns out slightly. We'll try to keep it in line so your knee is in line with your second and your third toe. Okay, and then come down and we'll switch to the other side. Okay, so bringing your left leg up, holding on behind the thigh or the calf, and just trying to keep your hips level. Okay, inhaling as you bend your knee, flex the foot, and just try to have your foot flat to the ceiling. Notice if your foot rolls or something like this. Exhaling, stretch the leg, point the toe, squeezing the quadriceps to stretch your hamstrings. Inhale, bend the knee, flex the foot. Exhaling, stretch the leg and point the toes. Just keeping your shoulders relaxed. Okay, breathing in, neck relaxed and nice and long. Exhaling, stretch. 1 more, breathing in. Exhaling, stretch, point, squeezing your quads. And relax. Okay, we're going to roll to the side, come up to sitting back up onto your chair. We're going to finish how we started. And so you can come to sitting up onto your front edge of your chair. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Okay, sit up as tall as you can, lengthening up through your lower back. And then we're trying to hinge in the hips, stretching forward right through the hips and the low back as far as you comfortably can. It might be very small, that's okay. And then once you've gotten to your maximum, you can let your arms rest wherever you like, let your head and your shoulders relax, and just breathing here. So breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly. And let's try to practice a breath where we inhale slowly and we make our exhale even longer than our inhale. So if your inhale lasts for 4 counts, let's make our exhale last for 6 or even 8 counts. And use the counting to help you stay with the breath. 1 more breath here. And we'll slowly come up and switch over to the other side. And crossing your left ankle over your knee, flexing the foot, sitting up tall, hinging forward in the hips as far as you comfortably can. And then once you've gotten down to where it feels like it's your maximum there, let your hands rest wherever they like, let your head and shoulders relax. And again, breathing in slowly for 4 counts. Breathing out for 6 or even 8 counts if you can. Good. Stay with the counting if you can. It really helps develop our mindfulness. The back of the neck is relaxed. The space between the shoulder blades spreads out. Taking our last breath here. And slowly come up when you're done. And then just sitting up tall, if you can let the eyes close and just keep the awareness to the breath. Let the breath stay slow and relaxed, but there's no need to count. And then if you can just feel the energy moving through your body right now. So you might notice some heat or some tingling or maybe even a little bit of vibration through the body. Just letting ourselves enjoy that. This feeling of our aliveness that happens when we move and exercise the body. And just noticing all the places in the body you can feel this aliveness, this awareness. And then just keeping a sense of this energy, this vitality through the body. Let's relax around it. And so just relaxing your eyes, spreading out the forehead, and relaxing the jaw. Feeling the throat relax, the neck, and just feeling the breath travel through the shoulders and down through your arms and your hands, letting them relax and feel their weight. Feeling the breath travel through the whole length of the torso, feeling the breath in the chest and the belly. Relaxing the hips and just feeling your seat connected to the chair. Softening the leg muscles, softening the feet and letting them feel the connection to the ground. Feeling the breath and the awareness through the whole body. Relaxed. And then allowing a single word to come into your awareness, like a guiding word to take you into the rest of your day. And choosing a word that allows you to stay connected to your aliveness, to your goals, and to your truest self. Just gently repeating that word silently inside, letting it resonate through the whole body. And just let your eyes just softly open. We'll finish together. You can keep your hands where they are. You can bring them onto your heart. You can bring them together, whatever you like. And then if you can lift your chest and bow down, giving yourself a bow of respect and kindness. Wonderful. I hope that feels very good. Wishing you a wonderful rest of your day.